Good morning. Okay. We are live now. So not only live, there a lot of offline students are also there. Please check those are the phone. Please check whether the network is okay, voice is clear, board is visible. Check, no problem. And those who are joined, please go to the comment section. No problem. Check. Good morning. Good morning, Manpreet, Jagseer, Gurveer, Dvinder Brat, Navneet Kaur. Good morning, everyone. Join fast. Is it okay? Board is visible? Okay. No. Sorry? Okay, no problem. So, those who are online, please type your comments and let me know our last topic, what we concluded. And those who are offline, please pay attention. Volume बंद कर दो. Those who are online, please go to the comment section and type what topic that we studied last time. Just name the topic. That's it. Do fast. Happy, hurry. No energy. Because ये अभी आदत हो गई है इस तरह बैठने की. Sitting on sofas. Teacher is just putting their efforts. Students are enjoying. But a new culture, new era has been started. Okay. Anyway. Okay. Some are writing. Jasmine. Yes, piracy, biopiracy. Abhijit, we have studied about biopiracy. That's great. Okay, today we are going to start with genetics. And in your syllabus, it is not syllabus, it's a syllabus. Highest weightage is of genetics only. In the syllabus. Now, whenever you will say, you will pronounce it's not a syllabus, it is syllabus. The correct pronunciation is syllabus. In your curriculum or in your syllabus, the highest weightage is given to the genetics. Okay. Earlier we had 3 chapters, 18 marks was the weightage, but from this year, because of COVID-19, 2 chapters are there. And the weightage remains same, 18 marks. Okay. So before we start, let me know that how many you have basic idea of genetics. Jasmine, what is genetics? Otherwise, genetics. Harshita, what is genetics? Okay, some are writing, typing here. Both offline and online students, please pay attention. Genetics is the branch of biology. Genetics is the branch of biology that deals with the study of inheritance and evolution. When we talk about genetics, we are studying about inheritance. We are studying about heredity. At the same time, it deals with the evolution as well. So this is actually a branch of biology. It deviates from the hardcore biology. It is a hardcore biology, but how does it differ? Because here we are dealing with inheritance. We are dealing with, evolution. 2 things are particularly we do study in genetics. Okay. Now, inheritance or heredity. What is heredity? Or inheritance. Okay, it is a transmission of characters from parent to the offspring through the genes. That what you people are saying, genetics is the study of genes. It's not a study of genes. It is a branch of biology that deals with the study of heredity and evolution, inheritance. So what inheritance or heredity means? It is a transmission of the characters from the parent to the offspring through genes. Okay, so we will be studying the basic points in this chapter, the key points. If you are fine with the very key points of this chapter, there will be no difficulty. There will be no, you will not feel, any type of hurdle to learn genetics. So this is heredity. Now, second part that we have already said in the definition, that is evolution. What is evolution? Evolution is the sequential changes in an organism, otherwise sequential changes from the lower organization to the higher organization in the course of the evolution. So in the lower classes, even we have studied in the +1 also that how when the different phylums, in case of the animals, it starts from the porifera and ends with the higher order. What was that? Mammal. We go up to the mammals, right? So this is actually, that was the life starts with one cell, cellular organization, then it goes to the tissue level of organization, then to the organ system. In this way, this is the sequential changes. The changes didn't happen in a day. It takes million of a year for a change to take place in a biological world. Okay, if we talk about the evolution, in evolution we say our forefathers are monkeys, macaca. Okay, geological name is macaca. If they are the forefathers, and the layman asks why the present monkeys are not being transferred to the man, right? This question. But in the biological world, we see that for the one change to take place, it takes millions of the years. And in the last chapter, we have done gene therapy is possible. We manipulate the genes. Genetic engineering is there. So if one gene we can manipulate, okay, for one change. And at the same time, when we talk about the genetic modified or transgenic plants and animals, we always keep in mind the safety measures, because it can bring about the mutations. उनके कारण म्यूटेशन आ सकती हैं, और एक म्यूटेशन के बाद अगर कोई एक चेंज लानी है तो मिलियंस ऑफ ईयर का टाइम चाहिए. इस तरीके से जो है एवोल्यूशन होती है. इसलिए हम इस एवोल्यूशन को क्या कहते हैं? सीक्वेंशियल चेंजेस फ्रॉम द लोअर ऑर्गेनाइजेशन टू द हायर ऑर्गेनाइजेशन. एक ऑर्गेनिज्म को लोअर ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में, सेलुलर ऑर्गेनाइजेशन को ऑर्गन सिस्टम लेवल ऑफ ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में पहुंचने के लिए मिलियंस ऑफ ईयर्स का टाइम लगता है. So this is what we call it evolution. Clear? This is the first person in the world who had the idea. He had an idea about the transmission of character, inheritance. His name you are well aware of. Even you have studied in the lower classes as well. Mendel. His name was Mendel, and because of his contribution in the biological world, he is called as the father of genetics. He's the father of genetics, right? But it is said, it is commonly talked about the Mendel that he was advanced 35 years of actual age. He was advanced 25 years ahead of his time. What he studied, actually, the contribution he did in the biological world was studied after 35 years. And during the Mendel's time, they said, what this man is speaking about, what he's talking about. And after 35 years, when people, the scientists researched it, the contribution, then they came to know that the Mendel was true. What he did for the biological world, that was very, very appropriate and accurate, right? So he was advanced 35 years of the time. And by profession, he was a priest in a church, but he was quite keen to learn about the things. He was a scientific mind and a scientific temperament type of person, right? Okay, so Mendel. So there is story said about a Mendel let me fascinate your attentions to the biological world, the genetics and the inheritance. I don't know how much true it is, और इट इज कॉमनली सेड इट इज अ फैब्रिकेशन. फैब्रिकेशन का मतलब होता है कि एक मन गढ़ंत है जहां ये सच है, मुझे नहीं पता, बट जो मैंने सुना है, आई टेल यू, ईदर इट इज अबाउट द मेंडल और समवन एल्स, यू नो, द कंपेनियन ऑफ मेंडल. देयर वाज वन गर्ल fell in love with a black person, and that black person was quite intelligent, and she proposed him to marry. I don't know, it is all, Mendel was white, he was British, right? And maybe his companion, but that fellow was quite intelligent. He he was very prudent type of person. And then along with the Mendel, I'm saying it is not true, it is not published, but it might be a fabrication, but it is necessary to know that how the transmission of characters, or transmission of characters, transmission of features takes place. She said, I want to marry you, and she proposed him to marry, and he asked, why do you want to marry me? She said, you are a pretty intelligent person, and I'm pretty gorgeous, and what wonderful offspring we will have. तुम इतने इंटेलिजेंट हो और मैं इतनी सुंदर हूं, और हमारे बच्चे कैसे होंगे? दिमाग तुम्हारा आ जाएगा, शक्लो सूरत मेरी आ जाएगी, और क्या पीस होगा, मास्टर पीस होगा. देन ही सेड कि हो सकता है दिमाग तेरा आ जाए, शक्ल मेरी आ जाए, तो कितना पैथेटिक होगा. तो इन दिस वे ट्रांसमिशन ऑफ कैरेक्टर्स का जो आइडिया है, that an idea about transmission of character, that was fabricated, it was made understood to the world, that how the characters can be passed, not only that, there is one term is crisscross inheritance. We will be studying about, if it is we'll see in the revised syllabus is there or not. Okay, if it is there in the revised syllabus, then we'll see. So transmission of the characters, this is what inheritance means. Okay, now there are certain terms, there is certain terminology that we need to understand in genetics. So very first thing is gene. What is gene? Gene is a segment of DNA. It's a segment of DNA that carries information from parent to the offspring. At the same time, it is a unit of inheritance that carries information. It's a unit of inheritance. Through the genes only, through the genes, characters are passed from the parent to the offspring. It is not DNA, it's a segment of DNA. Segment means a small part, a small piece of a DNA, and that's called as gene. This is called as gene. Now, there are certain terms that to be understood. Another one is genotype. This term you will be studying over and over again. When you will be studying this chapter, the word genotype will come. So what does genotype is? What is it? What does it mean? What genotype is? Genotype is what is it, Harshita? No. Oh my God. Yes, Jasmine? अरे everything is easy. अगर उसको the way to be studied, way to be taught आसान होता है, भूलता नहीं है. हमने जो चीजें सीखी हमें याद है, जो हमने पढ़ा वो याद है, भूलता नहीं है. कारण उसका क्या है? अब बताता जीन, genotype, genetic, quite simple, genetic makeup of an organism. It's one line. What is genotype? Genetic makeup of an individual. किसे? Genetic makeup. Not I am talking about the makeup of yours like going to the salon and I'm not talking about genetic makeup, genetic embodiment, genetic constitution. That is called as genotype. Okay, I'll make you understand the very word genotype in the forthcoming topics too. Okay, clear? What is gene? Gene is a segment of DNA or a carriers of inheritance, unit of inheritance through which the characters are passed from the parent to the offspring. Okay, then when we come to the genotype, genotype is what is it? It is a genetic makeup. It is the genetic embodiment. It is the genetic constitution of an organism. You are totally, each cell of yours, it's a composition of DNA. Your DNA cannot be changed. We'll be studying it. So total embodiment of the genetic makeup, constitution, right? So that is called as genotype. Okay. Next comes phenotype. Next one is phenotype of an organism. What is a phenotype? Yes, phenotype is the phenotype of an organism is the observable physical features of an individual. Okay, not difficult to learn, quite easy definitions, right? It is genotype is genetic constitution, genetic makeup of an individual, while the phenotype is what is observable, what physical feature what characters you can see in an individual, that is called as the phenotype. Okay, now one's color of eyes, okay, color of your hairs, okay, and many more characters, the type of flowering plants, these are the very height of a plant, that is what it is a phenotype. We can physically see the height of a plant. We can physically we can see the color of eyes, and if you look genetically, everyone's eye color is different. The color of your eyes matches with the color of your parents' eyes, because the characters has been passed from your parent to the offspring to you. Okay, your complexion, altogether your features have been shared. Okay, 50-50 by your parents. Okay, so these characters, what are observable, what is physically seen by someone else, that is the phenotype of yours. Your color of hair, your eyes, even your complexion, your height, that is actually is your phenotype. It is the phenotype of an organism. Now, this phenotype, the observable feature of an individual, is because of the genotype. What type of the genes you have, what constitution of the genes you have, that type of phenotype you will have. जैसी आपकी जीन होंगी वैसा ही आप दिखोगे. जैसी जीन आपको आपके पेरेंट्स से इनहेरिटेड हुई है, तो इसका मतलब पर्दे के पीछे कौन है, जो आप दिखते हो उसके पीछे कौन है? जीनोटाइप. कैरेक्टर सामने दिखता है, सही है, लेकिन उस कैरेक्टर को दिखाने वाला उस पर्दे के पीछे कौन है? जीनोटाइप. जीन्स, द जेनेटिक मेकअप, जेनेटिक कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन ऑफ एन ऑर्गेनिज्म इज द जीनोटाइप. क्लियर? उन जीन की वजह से ही जो अलग से दिखते हैं आप. Right? So this is genotype, phenotype, genes. Okay. Now many more things. One term will be there, allele. Okay. What allele is? Actually, this allele is also called as Mendelian factor. Okay. Now give me few seconds. Let me read the comments. Amanjot, okay, right, you're right. Navjot, okay. Okay, so it means you are understanding. So next, during Mendel's time, during Mendel time, there was no type of genes. जीन का किसी को आइडिया नहीं था. लीनियर सीक्वेंस, उसके बाद हायर स्टडी के हम सिस्ट्रॉन्स बोलते हैं, सिस्ट्रॉन, वी कॉल्ड सिस्ट्रॉन्स। उस समय तो मेंडल ने जो नाम दिया था वो था, दैट वाज मेंडेलियन फैक्टर। और किसी एक कैरेक्टर को रिप्रेजेंट करने के लिए टू फैक्टर्स देयर, मेंडल ने ये कहा था कि कोई कैरेक्टर है तो उसके रिप्रेजेंट करने वाले क्या होते हैं, फैक्टर्स होते हैं। तो कैरेक्टर, किसी कैरेक्टर को रिप्रेजेंट करने के लिए फैक्टर्स की जरूरत होती है। तो लेट्स सी व्हाट कैरेक्टर इज फर्स्ट। सबसे पहले हम कैरेक्टर देखते हैं, कैरेक्टर क्या होता है, व्हाट इज कैरेक्टर। आदि अर्शिता, प्रियांशी, व्हाट इज कैरेक्टर। आदि कैरेक्टर ढीला है, कैरेक्टर morphological and physiological feature of an individual is called as character. Morphological, physiological feature of an individual is called as character. उसको क्या कहते हैं हम, character कहते हैं। Then there one more word be there, that will be called as trait. What is trait? What is trait? हाँ जी, पूनम, what is trait? What is trait, पल्लवी? हाँ जी, वेरी गुड, सही बात बोल रहे हो। Trait is distinguishable feature of a character. What is trait? Distinguishable, ठीक है, अरे distinct, हाँ उसको फिर distinguishable, okay, feature of a character is called as trait. Now it's clear the difference between character and trait. हाँ जी, हाँ, तो जेडे पेरेंट तो मिल गए, that is inherited and other one is acquired. That is actually the it's part of evolution वाले चैप्टर में ये सारी चीजें। So the difference between the character and trait is morphological, physical feature, वो character है। और जो distinct है, distinguishable feature of the character, contrasting character, जैसे मेंडल ने जब स्टडी किया, मोनोहाइब्रिड क्रॉस किया, तो मोनोहाइब्रिड क्रॉस के अंदर व्हाट, ये बाद में बात करेंगे अभी, ठीक है। these are the two factors, these are for tall and this is, and character was height. What was the character? These are the two contrasting features, contrasting trait, and character is height. Character is height. So in this way, this is the difference between character and that very trait. Okay, so clear? Now the next one is allele. You will not be able to find this type of hardly you will be have the in your book. तो सिंपल लैंग्वेज में जब मैं कुछ बोल देता हूं तो यू मस्ट जॉट डाउन, उसको लिख लिया करो कुछ, तो ये आपकी याददाश्त के लिए अच्छा रहेगा। देन अलील, व्हाट इज अलील? अगर अलील की बात करें तो अलील जीन्स व्हिच कोड फॉर द पेयर ऑफ कंट्रास्टिंग जीन व्हिच कोड फॉर कंट्रास्टिंग ट्रेट आर नोन एज अलील, राइट। कंट्रास्टिंग उसको कोड करना, अभी वो बाद में जैसे जैसे आप जेनेटिक्स को सीखते जाएंगे आपको पता चल जाएगा कोड। दे आर कोडिंग फॉर द कंट्रास्टिंग ट्रेट्स, दे आर कोडिंग फॉर द कंट्रास्टिंग ट्रेट्स, दे आर स्लाइटली डिफरेंट फॉर्म्स ऑफ सम alleles, slightly different, they are slightly different from some alleles. Okay, so this is what allele. So during Mendel time, Mendel called it factor, or it was Mendelian factors. We call it Mendelian factors. Okay, then comes what is monohybrid? All these things, these are the terms. Monohybrid cross. What is monohybrid cross? Okay, it is a cross between the organism where one character is considered, one character is studied. Their organisms are crossed to study one character. So this was monohybrid cross. When we are studying only one character at a time, we are making a cross. Cross is made to study the one character. That is called as monohybrid cross. And the cross is made between the organism to study the two characters of an organism. That is a dihybrid cross. That will be called as dihybrid cross. Monohybrid cross, एक character को study करते. Cross is made to study one character. Okay. Then the cross is made in the organism to study two characters. That is called as dihybrid cross. Now, all the online students, so far what we have studied, if it is clear with you, please go to the comment section, type your comments and let me know. Next, 30 seconds I give you. Die fast. You're offline? Okay. Gurmeet Kaur, Dalvinder Bra, Ramneet Kaur. Okay, next one is that test cross. ये भी आप, the word will come. What is test cross? What is test? What is test cross? बोलिए. Dominant phenotype, लिख लो. Dominant phenotype. Individual is crossed with dominant phenotype. Individual is crossed with double recessive parent. Double recessive parent. That is called as test cross. That is called as test cross. It is performed to know the genotype. Why do we go for the test cross? To know the genotype. किसी organism का genotype को अगर जानना चाहते हैं तो हम क्या करवाते हैं? Test cross करवाते हैं. So what is the test cross? It is the cross. What we have written? Double recessive parent. Okay. So why it is done? Genotype. We will come to know. Just one word. Why the test cross is done? To know about the genotype. हम organism के genotype को अगर जानना चाहते हैं तो उसके लिए हमें test cross करना पड़ता है. ठीक है जी. उसके बाद what is Punnett square? Checkerboard. Checkerboard for what? बोलो. What is Punnett square? What is Punnett square? What is Punnett square? Sorry? Checkerboard, you use the result of cross between the organism. What is the checkerboard? Punnett square. It is a checkerboard to know the result of crosses between the organism. Organism के अंदर जो क्रॉस हमने करवाए हैं उनका रिजल्ट जानने के लिए जो स्क्वायर है, जो चेकरबोर्ड हम बनाते हैं, that is called as checkerboard. What is Punnett square? It is a checkerboard that shows the result of crosses between the organism. जो हम क्रॉस करवाते हैं उनका रिजल्ट को जानने के लिए जो हम स्क्वायर बनाते हैं, जो हम चेकर बोर्ड बनाते हैं, दैट इज कॉल्ड एज. सो इज इट सफिशिएंट फॉर टुडे? सफिशिएंट. तो हम कल जो और कुछ टर्म्स रह गई हैं, जैसे अलील क्या होता है, जीनोम क्या होता है, विल बी स्टडिंग एंड आई विल बी लेटिंग यू नो ऑल दीस थिंग्स with the topics too. So this was just to know some basic idea of the genetics. Type your comments. I'm going to end the stream. Next 50 seconds just to type your comments. Okay, then I'm going to end the stream. If it is okay with you, fine. Okay, ji. Bye bye.
So this is a test of your test. It is test of test. So test है ना TEST.
Yes, yes.
Test. Task.